Hey folks, producer Jim here from the Around the House radio show, America's #1 home improvement powerhouse. I've seen Eric test thousands of gadgets over his 30 plus years as a certified kitchen designer. And he's just dropped his hand-curated top 10 picks for 2026 that'll make your home smarter, safer, and way more efficient. Rush to AroundTheHouseOnline.com, top products, now. Click the bold names for Amazon deals and snag them before they're gone. Eric G's favorites for 2026. Your house deserves this upgrade.
It's Around the House.
Very cool. So he makes it challenging because his ideas are always so good. But I'm going to shoot it over to New Age Products. So for all
Ooh,
of
this
his
sounds like something wild, like New Age Products. Are we like putting crystals in the bedroom and then out in the garage?
No.
Or what do we know? Sorry.
No, this is
Essential
for
oils?
the women. This is a women and men's gift because we always want to motivate our men to keep that garage space organized and clean and nice. At least in my home, I do. So I think this is a great way to use modular designs and to make a really cool custom storage solution. So they have all kinds of amazing storage for tools and bolts and things that are just sort of thrown around.
When it comes to remodeling and renovating your home, there is a lot to know, but we've got you covered. This is Around the House.
Welcome to Around the House with Eric G and Caroline B. This is our Father's Day gift buying special. If you have not figured out that gift for dear old dad, we've got a show for you today. Hello, Caroline.
Hello, everybody. Happy almost Father's Day. It's coming.
No kidding. I was actually voted here last week
Yes.
in the top 15 Father's Day podcasters. And they're special. So I was the top 15 dads in podcasting.
So now instead of saying that Eric has a dad bod, I can call him Dad Pod.
You got it.
That's so silly. You dad pod, you. No, that's a really great honor. Podcasting Magazine. Eric is one of the top 50 dads in podcasting. That's a really nice honor. Cheers.
Thanks. I'm going to have to sit back and cheers. Exactly. It's one of those things that it's like, that was cool.
Very cool.
And I beat out Joe Rogan, so I'm okay with that.
Is he even a dad?
And there weren't any other home improvement shows in that top 50.
Is Joe Rogan
I like
is Joe
that.
Rogan even a dad? Do we know?
I'm sure he is someplace. I don't know. I'm assuming he is. That's a whole other show. That's a whole other show. Well, we're going to split this up because it's our top 10. I came up with 5 and you came up with 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this will be fun. So we're going to start out with my 5. And what's funny is my 5 and your 5 have zero overlap. They're completely different.
That may be a good or a bad thing. I don't know for me, but I probably like Eric's more, but we'd like to hear from you. So let us know.
Message us. Head us up on social media or even over on AroundTheHouseOnline.com. Send us a message if there's something over there that should be there. So here's the thing. My first one on here, this is not a best one to the worst one. This is just my 5 that I thought were cool. And this comes from Growler Works.
Growler.
So Growler and WERKS.com. They're located not too far from my house, but these are growlers. And what I like about these is like this one here is copper. And it's a 64 ounce copper, basically growler, but you can carbonate with it. So it actually has a CO2 cartridge like you would have with, like you were going to dispense out of beer out of a tap. So literally it has a tap that is CO2 powered. So it's much like the tap that you'd use at a bar. It's not just gravity feeding out the top. You can pour it like a regular beer. And so this is cool. And it comes with 10 of the little cartridges as well as 2 cool 10-ounce low vacuum insulated stainless steel tumblers.
And this is for the man who loves a good cocktail. So you can take this outside.
Yeah, beer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can mix anything up inside of this. So you could put some beer in there. You could put some, You know, you could put cocktails. I've even seen people go in and use wine and stuff in these before for this. But what's cool is the tap's up high, so you can pour a pint and you're good to go.
It's sharp.
And that's from Growler Works.
And it's a sharp looking product. You know, looks high end.
Yeah.
It's a copper feel. The whole thing is copper with copper cups, and it's nice.
Yeah, and of course, you know, for $188, it looks like it's on sale right now for Father's Day. They have a bunch of other stuff out there. So if $188 is a little bit too rich for you, they have other ones that are super cool as well that you don't have to spend as much for, plus a lot of different accessories. So that's what's cool about that. So you can go onto their products. They've got a whole bunch of different things out there, but looks like they've got a bunch of different stuff. I've seen them get down to, like, there's an $89 one if you want to go with a, you know, not copper, like their UK Go. So there's a lot of different stuff there, but check out Growler Works, at least on their website. They've got a good sale going on over there, which would be perfect for Father's Day.
And they spell Works, WERKS. So if you're looking for Growler, it's not Works like we're typically used to. So Works, WERKS.
You got it. And none of this, by the way, is sponsored stuff.
No.
These guys don't even know we're talking about them.
Secret.
So this is just stuff that we've seen, we found, and we go, okay, here's something cool.
These are our secret Father's Day gifts. No one's going to have these. We're a little on the cutting edge.
Nah. This is going to look like you're super thoughtful, and Dad's going to go, wow, that's pretty wild. So that's a good one right there. And I think it's great for, you know, if they're going out to, you know, with sporting events and they're out back there tailgating or heading out camping or something like that. You know, got to be careful boating with something like that because we don't want to see anybody get hurt. But, you know, use common sense with any adult beverage as needed. So that's the first one on there. Now, here is the one that I have at home that is, I love this thing. And I actually got this from Jeff Tracy, the Cowboy Cook over at Barbecue Nation. He added one of these to me. And I went, this thing is awesome. It is my secret to cooking meats on the barbecue or on the oven inside if I'm cooking something. It's called Meater, MEATER.
Meater.
Meater.com.
This thing's cool.
It is a simple meat thermometer. And what I like about this is I used to have the one. It was this orange one. It had cables that came out.
I have that.
And you could put
I
in,
hate that.
right?
I'm sorry for anybody who likes that thing. It's very cumbersome and it's just annoying. This is so much easier to use.
It's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing is a stainless steel, looks almost like a stainless steel big nail.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you push it in the side of the steak. And what's cool is it has a internal temperature thing. And on the end that you push in, has an external temperature. So you can tell what the temperature of
the oven,
what you're cooking is. So it'll sit there and come up on the app and it's powered by the app, which is great. And so you just have it on your phone. You put the app on it and you could sit there. This is the perfect zero guesswork cooking. You can go in there and say, I am cooking a sirloin steak. You put it on the grill, you push it in the side. And now it'll tell you what the temperature of the meat is, what the temperature inside the cooking appliances is, whether it's a grill, whether it's a, you know, oven or whatever. And then it'll give you the estimated time to temperature. So you can now figure out, oh man, I only got 15 minutes. I got to get my sides going.
How cool is that?
And then it'll send you a warning if it gets too hot. So if you get a flare up, it'll go, whoa, something's going on. Check it.
Nice.
Which can happen.
Yes.
And then it'll also tell you that, hey, get ready. In 2 minutes, this thing's got to come out. And that's what's cool is it also anticipates for you.
This is perfect.
So it's not like it sits there and says, okay, I want this medium rare sirloin. It'll tell you to pull it off early because it knows that that's going to cook a little bit longer when you pull it
How
off.
cool. How smart.
So you just have to
It's
follow.
a smart thermometer.
Yeah.
It's got AI.
It does. It sits there, you know, no wires, no nothing. And then it has its own little charging base. You set it on. It uses a battery to charge it.
Just keep it in the kitchen. Yeah, right out on the counter somewhere. Nice.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
It's pretty. Yeah. And they've got a regular one that goes Bluetooth within like 18 feet. They've got the Meater Plus that goes a little more. And then they've got the multiple one that has like 4 different things, 4 different sensors, and it has its own little display on it. And that one can get you there. So when we come back, let's head out to break here real quick since it's that time. We've already blasted through 2 of mine. When we come back, we're going to talk about my next tool, which is a little one right there. My next tool. We'll do that just as soon as Around the House returns.
Why in a world of ugly faces should I be allowed to be so hot?
Is crime out of control around your house or business? Hey, it's Eric G with Around the House. I use Deep Sentinel, the industry's leading security system using high-speed cameras, artificial intelligence, and live guards to monitor your home or business 24/7. Live guards intervene when suspicious behavior occurs, instantly removing trespassers from the property and then engaging law enforcement when needed. Use discount code ATH for 10% off your system purchase at deepsentinel.com. That's deepsentinel.com.
Hey, I'm Rudy Wade, and you're listening to Around the House with Eric G and Caroline B. Listen to my music to improve your home.
You got me thinking about the day we move along.
Welcome back to the Around the House show. We've been talking about our Father's Day gift guide because Father's Day is coming up right around the corner, and we wanted to make sure that you had all the right stuff for dear old dad. Welcome back, Caroline.
Dads are hard to buy for. You guys have everything, so they need us. We got to get innovative and think of what you don't have.
Well, we were just talking last segment about that meat thermometer, for putting inside the barbecue and stuff, and that thing's cool. But you're right. You asked me, Caroline, and you're like, what's it cost? I'm like, when we were at break, I'm like, I didn't talk about that. So the basic one is like on sale, I think for like $69. You get the meter plus, it's like $100. And if you get the one that's got the 4 temperature probes and the digital display, we don't have to have your phone. That one's like $200. So it's
really
still
cool.
An affordable, cool thing. And it's good because your steak's going to get cooked better that way anyway. So it's almost a self-serving gift if you come over for steak night.
No, it's great. So what's your third one now? We're going number 3.
Number 3 here. I want to blast through these because we're going to run out of time on my list. So I don't want to blast through this too much. But there is a company for guys that have dad bods versus dad pods.
Because you're a dad pod.
I'm a dad pod. It's called True Classic Tees. Just like and they're premium fitted t-shirts. So you know how a t-shirt, you get just one. It's great for that guy that looks like Channing Tatum, like the guy that fixed your garage door last week.
Yes.
But, it fits well, but most guys don't look like that. So these are made for guys like that. So it's not just a t-shirt. They actually are cut to accentuate the arms and shoulders to make sure you stand out looking good. But they're also soft, and then they make them a little bit longer. So they're not like, cutting down on the plumber's crack, right?
Or midriff.
Yeah. You're not having to tie it up like you're in prison. And then, they're just meant to fit and look better. So they're much more of a fitted tee. And they're pretty affordable. So they've got a lot of different stuff. They've got wardrobe essentials for guys. But, literally they're about $50 for a 3-pack on up. But they've got them in, T-shirts, polos, V-necks, bunch of different stuff, but they've got some clothing over there, and it's just a regular online company, so pretty cool.
Yeah, and
not a bad way to go.
Can't beat classic tees. Like, guys are always looking for shirts to put on that are comfortable and they look good. Yeah. And you don't want your t-shirt to look all stretched out. Ladies, when you put on a t-shirt and it gets real stretched out in the middle and bunches up and it gets baggy on the bottom, but it's kind of fitted on top, it just doesn't look good on your man. It looks a little frumpy. So this is like more of a fitted kind of shirt, but still for the guy who isn't got the perfect bod. He's got a dad bod. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So that's a good one right there. So that's my next one. Now, here is a tool that I think is awesome. And I got to play with this back at the Hardware Huddle when I was back in South Carolina. And anytime I see a tool that solves a problem, I like it.
Yes.
So this is the Crescent, made by Crescent Tools, the Bolt Biter Impact Bolt Extractor. That's a lot of words.
It is. Just call it the extractor. The extractor is good.
You know, when you're wrenching on something and the bolt's tight and you round the head off on it, and now when you put the wrench on it or the socket, it slips and it's stripped out and you can't get it back on there. They have solved that problem with this bit that goes over the top of it, and it grabs a hold of those rounded off corners and rips that bolt right out of there so you can put a new one in it.
That's amazing. Because that's when you hear the curse words and the bad words come out of people's mouths when they're trying to get this bolt out and it just doesn't want to come out.
That's when the tools start flying. People are throwing things. It's never good. So make dad happy by picking up one of these Crescent tools, and it's their Crescent Bolt Biter.
Bolt
so really
Biter.
cool. It's an awesome tool. You can put it in your impact driver, and it is awesome. I mean, it is meant to be used, and if you strip something out, guess what? Great
Don't
for working
worry.
on DIY projects. They come in a little 5-bit set
Oh, look at that.
for
5
most
different
sizes.
sizes? Yeah.
Yeah. So they go from 1/4 inch up to 1/2 inch. I think it's something very important if you're working on old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a killer one.
I need
All
that.
right, before we go out here is my next one. This is the last of my top 5. This
Gotta
is
have
the
this.
most comfortable boot, and my secret when I'm working in trade shows or I'm on my feet all day long. And you will see me wearing these 99% of the time, unless I'm trying to be dressed up because I'm wearing these things. I'm wearing them now.
Yeah, but they look good. They're not
Yeah.
bad. You can wear them
These are
with
the
nice
Keen Utility.
pants. Keen. Our friends
Men's-
at Keen.
Yeah, friends at Keen. Men's Cincinnati 6-inch high waterproof boot.
And look at that. You got some serious cushion going on the bottom of that boot.
It is comfortable. It's like bedroom slippers at the work zone. And it has a carbon fiber toe, so when you're out doing stuff, it protects your toes as well.
It looks good. Fashionable.
Great example. I was out walking the dogs yesterday with Julie. We were out walking the dogs, and there's a park down the road here, and we kind of, it's a nature park, so that it's not like it's some finished park, but there's trails through it. So we're cutting through there, and there's a spring that runs down through there that drops into the lake. And, you know, there's 4 inches of water in it. And Julie's like, the dogs wanted to go in there because it was nice and warm out. And I'm like, I got this. So I grabbed the leashes and went in there with them. And I can stand in that thing with, you know, they're waterproof. So I can stand in there with 3 inches of water where it's halfway up the sole, up to, you know, up to the laces. But it's
Nice.
up there and you just don't get your feet wet. And it's like not a big deal. And in the Pacific Northwest where it's raining all the time, it's super important. So
What a nice
the
boot.
most comfortable boot you're going to find out there. And of course, Keen's got a whole bunch of different stuff, but you know, these are great for that dad that's working around, you know, the
Anything.
house,
Yeah.
you know, and doing that thing. And then there's something else here that I want to show too, that I'm talking about. Here's what's cool is Keen makes it for moms out there too.
Yes, we like that they make a woman's boot.
Look at that. See this?
Look
The
at I
women's
have one.
Cincinnati.
That's a nice boot.
See?
Way to go, Keen.
Yep.
Thank you, Keen, for making us women a little bit of a priority. We like that.
They have them, you know, they make them. So, and that's what's cool is that they have boots for the trades. And these are not like many boot companies that make them as well, that are just taking men's boots. They actually designed this around a woman's foot. And yes, that is different. And they've designed it for that. It's really cool what they've done for work boots out there to make it tradeswoman tested.
Nice. So dads, get the Cincinnati, a comfortable boot that you can wear in the water and wear all day long.
Yep. And moms, you can have them too. Or moms that are also being dads out there. Because there's plenty of those. There are plenty of those out there. All right, we come back. It's Caroline's turn for her top 5 for a total of 10. And we'll do that just as soon as Around the House returns.
Hey guys, you're listening to Around the House with Eric G and Caroline B. I'm Zeke Sky, and I'm going to show you how to shred it out while you're building it up.
Welcome back to the Around the House show. We've been talking about our Father's Day gift guide. Now, the cool part of this is I just went through my 5. Now Caroline is going to do her 5. And if you've missed it on the radio, don't worry. The podcast will have all this, and we'll even include some of the links to the products in the podcast show notes. So you'll be able to find these things if you're out shopping today. Hey, Caroline, so let's see this list of yours.
We want to recap your 5, just in case somebody didn't get to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I had Growler Works, a growler, so you could put beer, wine, cocktails in it, and those actually, you can carbonate, so you can actually use the tap like it's a regular, and it stores things much longer because it's carbonated, so it's much more friendly for grabbing your favorite adult beverage. And then I had the Meater, Meater, that was my meat thermometer that is wireless Bluetooth. That's awesome. There is the Crescent Tool Bolt Biter to take off all those nuts and bolts that are stripped out. And then I had the Keen Cincinnati work boots, which are the most comfortable boot I've ever worn. I love those things. And then, of course, I had True Classic Tees for the dads out there.
But the dad
really
bod.
true fitting shirt for dad bods.
Very cool. So he makes it challenging because his ideas are always so good. But I'm going to shoot it over to New Age Products. So for all
this sounds like something wild, like New Age products. Are we like putting crystals in the bedroom and then out in the garage, or what are we? No, sorry.
No, this is
Essential
for
oils.
the women. This is a women and men's gift because we always want to motivate our men to keep that garage space organized and clean and nice. At least in my home, I do. So I think this is a great way to use modular designs and to make a really cool custom storage solution. So they have all kinds of amazing storage for tools and bolts and things that are just sort of thrown around in my house. I'll walk over and there's a bolt here and some kind of concoction here. And so they can organize everything. So you want to check out their storage solutions. They also have storage for the garage, the kitchen, the outdoor kitchen. So some really cool stuff. I mean, you'd like this, right? I mean, this is kind of amazing.
Yeah. I mean, this is New Age products. Pretty cool. I like this. There's a lot of good ideas here. And anytime that you can do something to help organize and store things safely, that's pretty cool.
And what's nice is it gives you like a flush mount. If you look at their storage for a garage, right, you'll see just this very clean cut lines and drawers and closet space, but it's all organized underneath. So when you walk in, you don't see, a drill here or, a saw or whatever just laying out. It's just very organized. So if you're an organized person like me, I like this. This is something very cool.
What I like too is they have flooring, they have storage, they have lots of different stuff that you can put down that'll keep the place clean, keep it looking good, and dress it up a little bit too. And anytime that you can keep it clean, it's going to be healthier out there as well, right?
Right. But yeah, it's kind of like women. We have our California closets. We have like to design our closet. This is for the man to get their pad. The garage is sort of the man cave sometimes. So get it all organized. Very nice. And ladies too, but awesome for Father's Day. The other thing I think that men kind of really need, or at least in my house is always helpful, is somewhere to put these shoes, because we have store shoes all over. And you've got your work boots. We talked about Keen being like the ideal boot. So if you've got a lot of these things going around, you might need a good shoe rack. So there's a couple options that I recommend.
A shoe room actually for mine.
There you
I've
go.
got dozens of boots. I literally need a shoe room. It's I think I've got more shoes than Julie does just because of my work boots collection that I have.
So then you need this is best. It's the Container Store has it. It's the chrome rolling shoe rack. It's about $60. this is a big rack. So this can put all of your shoes. If you have boots or higher size things, because sometimes these racks, you try to put a shoe in and they don't fit. This is designed for you, Eric. So you could put all of these nicely out and you have a collection. So it's kind of nice to look at them too, especially in a garage. It kind of gives it a little ambiance. So
Yeah.
shoes are part of a man, just like they are woman. You know, they kind of tell our story. And then the other thing is a Whitmore 36-inch pair. It's an over the door shoe rack. So,
Okay.
you know, you can tell them that's not going to work in your garage because you've got a,
Yeah, that fire door typically has a seal that's not going to allow you to put an over-the-door rack on it, but doesn't mean it can't go in a laundry room or someplace else.
yeah. And that one's $53. So, you know, something to help organize, keep everything looking nice, I think is always good. So shoes and of course, beautiful organization of a garage is always key.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, one thing too, I wanted to go back on your New Age, by the way. You guys out there looking at barbecue stuff, they have a whole barbecue outdoor section too.
Sweet.
So
have a
something
lot
to
of
take
stuff.
a peek at. There's a lot of stuff over there. They've got some pretty good looking stuff. So something to keep an eye on. But yeah, shoe storage is huge. I've got them stacked around in my garage in places, and they're always in front of the door, right where you take them off.
Exactly. So you need something where you can kind of put them up. I really like we have one, so that's why I'm recommending it. It's a good one. Make sure that the Container Store, for those of you, it's the chrome rolling shoe rack. So check it out.
Perfect. That's a good one.
So should we do number 3 or should we wait
let's
until
do
we go
number
out to
3 here,
break?
and then we'll do, and we might have some honorable mentions at the very end here of the show. So that maybe didn't make our top 10. We'll talk about some other ideas as well. But let's do it number 3 since we got a couple minutes left.
And we're talking 3 of my 5 because Eric did 5 previously. This is the Leatherman P4 multi-tool. So everyone in my house, you got to be able to do all kinds of stuff. And this has got 21 tools. So you've got wire cutters, scissors, knives. I mean, it's incredible. So the Leatherman P4, you might want to pull it up. We can look at it.
Yeah. I mean, first off, I'm a little this is going to sound bad for all of our national people. Look, we have listeners across. There are more Portland brand companies right now in this podcast, including Leatherman.
So
we live in a very knife area here.
You do. You always get us cool knives.
Yeah. So Leatherman Tool Group is again another Portland thing. But you think about it, all the different, we have Coast Products here, we have Leatherman. There's a ton of different brands that are based out of Kershaw, all of our good knife companies, a lot of them come out of Portland, Oregon, which is hilarious.
Check this out. Can you see this thing now?
Yeah.
It's
that
wicked.
P4, that's a classic multi-purpose.
It's like Edward
all in one.
Scissorhands.
Yeah. Johnny Depp.
Uh-oh, Johnny Depp. Well, he seems to have won some money. I don't know. I guess he's
Next
counting
up
his
coming
money.
up on how to get blood out of a turnip, we're going to be talking about Johnny Depp. So but
there it
that's
is.
cool. Yeah. Just classic Leatherman tool right there. And
Do you have
$150.
Yeah, it's not cheap, you know.
Yeah.
But
that's a good quality tool. With Leatherman type things where they've got multiple tools, you want that stuff that's looking really good like that. You want that to be just dialed in and built solid. So
do you carry something like this in your truck? I would think. I know that we do. So, but this one's a little better because it's got more stuff than we have.
Yeah.
So I liked it.
Oh, I've got a whole go bag in my truck. I've got that's one thing that you can build as well for dear old dad. That's really cool is I've actually built a go bag. So I have a high quality first aid kit. I have a quick change of clothes. I have a jacket. I have
That's nice.
One of the life straws, for getting water out of a puddle if you need water or so you can drink contaminated water out of someplace. I've got something to start a fire with, like a camping fire starter. I've got a couple things of food that you can do. I've got a little pan in there. So if I got stranded someplace, I've got a couple days worth of food in there. It's a nice, I even got a machete for clearing stuff out of the way.
That's a nice gift because that shows like such thought that you're worried about your dad. See, you put it all together in a kit and give it to him.
It's not a bad way to go, I've got some tow ropes in there. It's just a whole little duffel bag that just rides in the back of the truck. Works out really well.
Very nice.
All right, when we come back, Caroline, we got your other two, and then we'll bring in a couple little other ideas there too as well for dear old dad. We'll do that just as soon as Around the House returns.
Hi everybody, I'm Eric Amin from Steven Adler's band, and you are listening to Around the House with Eric G and the beautiful Caroline.
Welcome back to the Around the House show. Caroline and I have been sitting here talking about our top 10 favorite products for Father's Day 2022. And, you know, Caroline, let's take a second and recap before this last segment if someone's just joining us, what we've talked about so far real quick for all of our radio listeners. So my five that I had were the Meter thermometer, which is a MEATER. It's a digital thermometer that just goes in. There's no cords, no nothing. It's a super smart thermometer, an app for cooking steaks. I had Growler Works for storing that adult beverage and distributing it out.
Cocktails.
Yeah.
Yes, cocktails for all of you dads.
Oh, cocktails, beer, tailgating before the game. Maybe you're out camping. Perfect for all that. And then I had Crescent Bolt Biter for taking out stripped bolts and nuts off of that outdoor project or even indoor project you're working on. And then I had the Keen Cincinnati work boots, which are the most comfortable work boots ever. And then I had True Classic Tees, which are shirts that are meant to fit that dad bod out there.
Yes. And these are not sponsored gifts. These are things that we've come up with that we think are innovative and that are going to help and really be a good present and be helpful to dad. So these are our favorites. I went with the New Age products. So that is a way to organize the garage in a really, or kitchen or outdoor kitchen, really cool cabinetry, sleek, organized design. So sort of like if you're doing a California closet, it's sort of that concept, but for a garage for that man, so he can get everything organized and you will be happy with the way it looks. Then we also went with a shoe rack because every man's got to display his shoes and put it out in a really nice way. And he usually has quite a collection if he is working around the house. Home improvement. So that's the Container Store, has a chrome rolling shoe rack, $60. So that's a good price point. Or you can go with a Whitmore, which is the over the door, but you can't do that for the garage. So look at a utility room or a closet. That's a 36 pair shoe rack, $53. So I think those are really easy to do, not going to break the bank. Or you can go with the Leatherman, the P4 multi-tool. So it's got 21 tools all on one gizmo that allows you to do wire cutters, scissors, knives. What else is on there?
Man, it's got everything on there basically for just fixing little stuff around the house. So I love that.
Yeah. So now we're up to my number 4, and we can pull it up. It's the Chamberlain MyQ Smart Garage Hub. And we've talked about this. Eric has talked about trying to use your garage when you're not there. So if you want to open the door for someone delivering a package, let somebody in, this is the way to do it. This is going to turn your garage into that smart garage. And you know, he's the technology. I just like this technology because I think it makes it easier for people to deliver packages and that kind of thing. But Eric is the tech guru. So why do you like this? And I can tell you why I like it.
Well, this is a great way because if you've got a newer garage door opener that's working fine, you don't have to go out and buy a smart garage door opener to make it happen. So if you've got, my garage door opener is 5 years old, I got another 10 years left of life in it, I don't want to go out and spend another garage door opener. So this is the garage door opener control that is smart. So that's what's great about that, is it can control any garage door opener out there. Now, a little asterisk here that I want to say is that if you've got one of those old garage door openers that doesn't have the light sensors and doesn't have that, you should be replacing your garage door opener just for safety's sake. But for this, it's a great way to create that smart garage door. And the one thing with garage door openers, especially with the MyQ system, is that they can allow Amazon to deliver packages in your garage via a third-party app. So Amazon has access to this app that allows access to the garage door opener. And so that would let them open the door up, throw a package in, close the garage door opener, back down again so the door's closed and you're good to go.
I mean, how many times do you, I come home and I'm worried that they threw a package outside, there's no protection, and it's going to rain or we're going to get a storm.
Sure.
So it's so nice to be able to have them throw that in there and not worry. And I don't have to rush home and stop what I'm doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the cool part of that. Yeah, because, I mean, my front porch is only about 8 inches deep, so before the water hits it. So there's a very small area for a package there. And if they don't put it in the right spot, you're right. It's getting wet.
Done. That's nice. So Chamberlain, am I saying it right?
Chamberlain. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, Chamberlain. Yeah, really good stuff.
Yeah.
And then, of course, my number 5, and this may sound redundant to a lot of people if you're a home improvement. We always, a home improvement expert, you're doing a lot of DIY at home, you've got this. But most of my clients, when I call them and they have to do some kind of cleanup in their home, they're often trying to use their own personal vacuum. So whether they have a Dyson or a Miele or a Electrolux, whatever it is, they want to use that for cleanup for any kind of construction project. I'm like, no, don't do that. It's bad. So everyone should have, look, I just like this one. It's the Vac Master. It's the wet, dry shop vacuum, a 12-gallon, and it switches from wet to dry like super quick. And this can help you with any project that you're doing and making sure that you're doing cleanup properly and you're not utilizing your vacuum, your home vac, to do any kind of stuff around the house. So I don't know. It just amazes me how many people don't even have a shop vac at home.
Yeah, that sucks.
It does, right? I mean, we have got 2. I mean, we have so many, and it blows my mind all the time. You need to have some sort of shop vac or something to do projects with. You don't want to be utilizing your regular vacuum to do that.
If you want to ruin a high quality vacuum, start vacuuming up silica dust or drywall dust. You can just take it and throw it away now. It just ruins them.
It's done.
It's not
meant
guys. For that. It's brutal.
So make sure your dad has either a Vac Master or a shop vac. Get him the whole kit. They're not expensive. You know what? You can pick one up for about $50 with all the tools and extra filters.
Yeah, I've got a little nicer one. I've got the Home Depot one. So I got the rigid one, the orange one.
Yeah.
And that thing works awesome. I've got the bag in it, so I can do that. I can buy the HEPA filters that make it into a HEPA vac.
Yes.
So there's some really cool stuff with that, which is great. And that, like right now around my house, I'm doing some drywall work. And I have a hose that'll hook it up into my sander. So I have a drywall sander. It's an orbital sander that you put on the wall on a pole, and you can sand drywall with it. It's meant for that.
Nice.
But there's a vacuum system, so it goes back into that. So I can put in the bag and then have the fine particle dust filter in there that if something makes it through the bag, I'm golden.
No, we use this so much in mold remediation. Like, so when my clients want to do a DIY, and if you have 5 square foot or 10 square foot of mold, you don't need to hire a professional. You can do it yourself, but you want to make sure you have a good HEPA vacuum. So you can put the HEPA filter in the shop vac plus the bag, and it works fantastic.
It is great. It is
silica
great.
Dust. Yes.
So you know what the bad part of all this, now that we've looked this stuff up and got all our facts together on it? You and I on our Facebook and search stuff are going to see products from each one of these guys now for the next 2 weeks.
Well, it's okay.
It's
worth it. Our listeners are worth it.
Absolutely.
So let's just recap, guys. So mine, the new age, get your garage, help dad get the garage organized, get him a nice shoe rack. You can hang out, go look at the Container Store, get one of those chrome rolling shoe racks. They're great. The Leatherman P4, the multi-tool. It's just a device. It's got 21 different tools on it. He can carry it with him, throw it in the truck or the car, and he can always get himself out of a jam. The Chamberlain MyQ Smart Garage Hub to help organize the garage, have the door come up, secure it, control it, monitor, access your garage. So if you're storing a lot in there, guys like to make sure everything's safe. Nobody's ripping off their tools, know who's going in. And then, of course, get a good shop vac, or what I call the Vac Master wet dry shop vac for dad. You love it.
Now, I want to talk a couple minutes, since we got a minute or so left here. I want to make sure that if you're out, okay, I'm going to go buy dad some tools. Walk out in the garage and see what brand of tools are out there. Take a look if it's Milwaukee or Rigid or DeWalt or any one of those brands out there from, Makita, whatever it is. Try to buy something within that platform for him so he doesn't have to have anything there. But if you're out buying hand tools, you're better to buy him something quality than a bunch of cheap stuff.
No, it's so true. But you think you're buying like, oh, I'm going to get dad all this stuff and it looks more, but you're better off just getting one nice, expensive, good tool.
Something good that will make life easier, and you're good to go. And that's going to save you some money too, because that way you're not filling up the landfill with cheap tools. Nobody likes that.
Mm-hmm.
Caroline, I hear that music. You know what time it is? It's time to roll. I'm Eric G.
And I'm Caroline B.
And you've been listening to
Around the House.
Hey folks, Jim here, producer of Around the House Show. You're loving the audio tips right now, but here's something new. Our full-length episodes and expert interviews are now on YouTube as video, so you can watch the demos, tool close-ups, and guest interviews, or just hit play and listen like a regular podcast. Just search Around the House Show on YouTube, hit that red subscribe button, and turn on notifications. It's free, and you'll get the best of both worlds, visual how-tos when you want them, audio when you're on the go. Don't forget to subscribe on your podcast app too. Thanks. And now back to the show.